Captain America throws his mighty shield. All those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today will not be a fantasy football video for once. It's going to be a comic book video. I got some newer issues I'll show you, some back issues, and some other crap. It's today's Sunday. Walking Dead, we just got to finish watching The Walking Dead. I will be doing a fantasy football update video, but I'll probably do for 2 weeks combined. But I want to show you some things I picked up lately. A couple of different shops. My shop that I've been going to for, oh God, close to over 10 years now. I think I only have 2 books on my pull list there now, which will change once the new Captain America kicks in. And I only have 1 book there, which I'm going to slowly phase out of there. But the new shop that I kind of go to now is a little, like a used game shop that they have. They have games, movies. They sell a lot of stuff. And the one thing they're starting to get into is now is comic books. And I get 10% off. Some are 20, some are 10. I think it's if you subscribe for a book, the first couple months you get 20% off. Then it's 10% off, which is not so bad because they bag and board everything, so it's not too bad. And then anything you pick off the shelf is always bagged and boarded. So that's a hell of a lot better than what I used to get at my old shop. So this is a book that me and my son like to read. It's just a fun, lighthearted book. Most of you know that we do have a rescue dog, our dog Tootsie. We got from a rescue. So this is A Piggy's Tale: The Adventures of a Three-Legged Super Pup, issue number 3 of 4. This comes out bi-monthly. So yeah, we like reading that. It's pretty good. And I picked this up. I hate comic book events. I really do. I haven't gotten into it in a long time, but I heard this was really good. I started reading it, and I was tired. I put it down. I couldn't concentrate on it. But this is Axis number 1. I heard it was really good, so I said, what the hell? I'll give it a try. If it's good, maybe I'll pick up the other ones. So we'll see about that. I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but it's anything by Ed Brubaker I like. So this is Fade Out number 2. Another book from these are all pretty much from the new shop I go to. I really got to watch because a lot of times I get books from them. They're pretty bent up, so I really got to watch before they give them to me. This is a book that I've been really enjoying, but I got to think to myself, do I really enjoy it that much to not pick up something else? This is Iron Fist: Living Weapon number 6. I'm enjoying it so far, but it's on the bubble. And this is a new one. I don't know if I show. I don't think I've shown this because I haven't done a comic book video in a while. But Boom Studios is pulling out some pretty good stuff lately. And this is a new one. I read the first issue of this. I haven't read number 2 yet. This is Cloaks number 1. This is a 4-part mini. And I kind of like these really quick, 4, 5, 6 issue miniseries. It doesn't tie me up in a lot of money, and the story gets over pretty quick. So there's number 1 of that. Number 2, I haven't read this one yet. And this has been pretty good. This is the last issue of this miniseries. It's Black Market, number 4. So we're finished reading that one. I haven't had time to read. For those people who've been following me on Facebook, kind of know the situation I've been in. So I really haven't had a chance to read too much. I've been able to concentrate on anything. But this is another good one from Boom Studios. I read this the other night. Number 1 of 6. I think this is also bi-monthly. Sirens by George Perez. And I was hoping to have this to go down for Pittsburgh Comic Con, but obviously never made it down there. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And then obviously Always a Good One. I don't think I've read this one yet. Maybe I have. I have read this one. Black Science number 8. Still enjoying that. And then Captain America number 24. So those are all the new books that I've picked up recently. Last time I picked up actually my books at my local comic shop. I had some stuff on layaway there. I finally emptied my folder there, and then I had issues 2 of 5 of Superpowers, Volume 2. I mean, what's a comic book video without some Jack Kirby? So there's number 2 and number 3. So I think I have this one finished now. Yeah, so that's cool. A couple weeks ago, for those of you who know, our dog Tootsie has heart issues. So we take her for her yearly visit to Cornell University, just out of Ithaca, New York, which is like a 3.5 hour drive. Which is, I mean, the drive, I come used to it now, it's not so bad. But downtown in the town of Ithaca, there's a comic book store. So we drop her off like 11 o'clock, and we have like 6 hours to kill. So I stopped by the shop there, and I bought the Fate out there. That's the only new book there. But they always have boxes that are quarter book, 5 for $1. So I always kind of flip through those, and I found some pretty cool things. Nothing crazy, but like I said, for a quarter or less, 20 cents actually. Found the Young All-Stars, first issue, 87, number 1. You gotta love Hawkman and Dr. Fate, so check that out. And then I did a last trade with One Art. So just send me a bunch of random stuff, and he always sends me these really cool off the wall kind of titles. So I've been kind of really liking that stuff. So I've been really just kind of, if I seen something that's just kind of wacky or out of the wall, I kind of pick it up for cheap. This is Sam Slade, the Robo Hunter from Quality Comics. Don't know anything about it. Since from the United Kingdom. So this is number 2. Look pretty interesting. Number 2, number 3 of that. And then it's a 4-part miniseries of this from Comico, Justice Machine, featuring the Elementals. Number 1. Read this one. It's pretty cool. I really like that. I haven't read the rest of these yet, though. There's number 2. Number 3. And none of these were bagged or boarded, but they're all in pretty decent shape, except for this one was kind of beat up. So it's some pretty good damage to it, but still, for 20 cents, I'll take it all day long. So that was a little miniseries they had. And then they had their regular series. I don't know how many issues it went. But this is number 1. And number 2. And I picked up the I can't even say this word. Thanagar War. I can never say that name. 2 of 6. I have a couple of these. There's 2 of 6 and 4 of 6. And this is for a quarter. This is the complete Howard Chaykin classic, Iron Wolf. That's pretty cool. Originally was $2, so I got it for 20 cents. That was pretty sweet. And then this is Jonathan Lord, starring in Silver Blade. Is he man, myth, or monster? Gene Colan, Klaus Janson. Cover's pretty cool. It's got a poster inside. I think it's still in there. Let's take a look. First I'll show you the cover. There's the cover. I still got the poster in there, isn't it? Yeah. Does this open up? No, it's stapled. Yep, it has a poster inside, trust me. It has a poster in there. So, pick that up. Give it a read. And I remember seeing this when it first came out, but never read it. Bernie Wrightson cover. So what is the Weird? 4-part miniseries. Number 1. So why are America's greatest heroes helpless before him? So there's number 1 of 6, no, 1 of 4. 1 of 4 and 2 of 4. Another Bernie Wrightson cover. There's number 2. That's pretty cool. Then, well, I'll show you all these books, but then we'll get into the little story later. Again, speaking of Mr. Tony Why Not Art, last year he sent me was his book from Eclipse Comics called Scout. I believe he sent me issue number 2. I went to a shop last week up towards Niagara Falls, just a used bookstore that my buddy had told me about that sells comics. You know, usually a $1 piece, 2 for $1 or something, but these are all $1 piece. So this is Scout number 3, Eclipse Comics. So that's pretty cool. This is number 5. Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. They had a ton of boxes here. I mean, I don't know how long I was in the store, but I know my wife was actually in the car, and she was probably getting pissed because I was in there forever, and I know she wanted to go eat. So this had a $6 price tag on it, and I don't know why. There's nothing really much to it, and actually I bought it thinking it was another book, but it's a double. It's just from '93 Hawkman issue 2. So I bought that. Don't really need it. I already had it. And then these are cool. I was happy to find these. They're not in the best shape, but I don't care. I've always wanted to own these ever since it first came out. Let's see if it's in here. I don't know if it's in here or not. But back in '86, there was a 4-part miniseries of Aquaman, and I think in the Aquaman book they had an advertisement for this, and I always wanted it, and it never came on the newsstands anywhere by where I live. And I've seen a bunch of people pull this, but this is the 4-part miniseries of Dead Man. I don't have issue 1. I picked up 2. So I've wanted this basically since '86, and I've never seen it. Here's number 3. These are pretty rough shape, but I want to read them. I've always wanted to read these. And number 4. So you definitely got to find number 1 of that. And this is something I remember a buddy of mine had. This is from like '85. And I remember reading some of these. I never read the whole thing. I have a couple issues of these, and I believe I have some of these. Still doing a few trades with people. I apologize. I mean, you'll understand why. Things have been kind of crazy, but I think I have a couple of these on trade with King Joe. I'm not sure which issues are which, but this is a 12-part maxi series. It says, "Can you solve it before we can?" This is a challenge, issue number 2. I think I have issue 1 on trade with King Joe, maybe a couple others. There's 1. There's 3. 4. Number 9. No particular order in this stuff that I'm showing you. Number 11. And I also think I had this on trade with King Joe, but I wasn't sure, so I grabbed it anyways. And for $1, it's got some issues to the conditions, but like I said, I don't care. I want to read this. One of my favorite DC characters. But this is the all new Atom. Issue number 1. And usually I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere without my comic book list. But we left the house that day. I didn't grab it, and I wish I would have, because I would have this stack of comics would have been completely different. I already had this one, but I picked it up anyways because I didn't know for sure. All new Atom number 3. Number 6. Number 19. Those are pretty cool. And all you people, I always watch all your videos, and people send me stuff, and they always make me spend money. Always. But I won an Incredible CJ's contest, and he sent me just a one-shot of the Ragman. I can't remember what year it came out, 2002 or whenever it came out, 2008, somewhere in the 2000s. But I really enjoyed it, so I kind of wanted to know more about the character, and I think it was Tony? Maybe Tony. Somebody sent me. I don't know. I can't remember. Everything's getting kind of mumbled lately, but somebody sent me a Ragman issue. So they're from the original series, but this is a 8-issue miniseries from '91. I haven't read these yet, but hopefully it'll be pretty good. So there's an issue number 2. I know there's a lot of people that like this series, like this character, so I forget what the hell. This is issue number 3. It's weird because I always consider myself a Marvel guy, but if you notice, most of these books have been DC. Who knew? There's number 5. I guess I've always considered myself a Marvel guy because of Captain America. But growing up, obviously watching Super Friends and everything else, Batman. I guess I'm really a DC guy. Number 6. Number 7. So I need a couple more issues of that. Then I say, what the hell for this? It's a series I want to get into, but if you've seen my comic book list, there's just so much shit on it. I want everything. I can't get everything, obviously. But my shop had issue number 1 of this that he would want a ridiculous price for it. Somebody bought it. I've seen it. People buy it for a lot cheaper, so there's no way I was going to pay that price. So I know I can get it somewhere cheaper. But this is the last issue. I think PJ Zombie just picked this up recently too. This is the last issue of number 32, Batman and the Outsiders. So I said, man, what the hell? Pick that up, and then I picked this up. This is issue number 244 of Justice League of America. I always liked the character Steel. It's one of the first comic books I ever had back in the day. Was that issue of Steel. So I always liked that character. And 257, Justice League of America. And then anybody who likes Mr. Mike Grell, they had a bunch of these books there. I wish I probably would have found a better condition of this issue, but like I said, time, my wife being in the car, I just wanted to read it. Issue number 1, First Comics, premiere issue, John Stable Freelance. Number 1. So they had a bunch of these up there, a bunch of whole different numbers. So if I ever get back up there, maybe I'll pick up some more. And then last weekend, well, first of all, I was supposed to go to Pittsburgh Comic Con. Planned this for probably over a year now to go down and meet Josh. And I believe, as I mentioned before, if you watch some of the Fantasy Football videos. But we're going to drive down. We're driving down. He's going with me. A week before, he says, I can't go. I got to work. So, never made it to Pittsburgh Comic Con. So then, last Sunday, there's a show in Buffalo. I was supposed to go meet Mike Cougar Comics. Supposed to go meet up him. Had some issues. My father came up to visit last Friday and Saturday. Spent the day, the morning with my father. He came to watch my son's hockey practice, and my brother went out to lunch. Had a great time. My father drove back to just south of Cleveland, where my brother is living, and he apparently had a heart attack. So drove down to Cleveland Saturday night, and saw him in the hospital Saturday. Really nothing we could really do. Saw him Sunday morning, left, came back home. I figured, well, obviously I wasn't going to make the show in Buffalo. Obviously it was the least of my worries at that point in time, but on the way home I said, I'm here, there's nothing that I can do. So on the way home I stopped at a comic book store. Kind of out of the way a little bit, but still on the way home. I said I forgot my list. So nice little shop inside of a mall. It was in Mentor, Ohio. Like I said, I didn't have my list of them. They had a lot of newer stuff, a lot of back issues. Prices were decent, but I picked up this is a new issue. I think I missed 6, but this is number 7 of Velvet. I picked this up there. I really like that series, so if I can find number 6 somewhere. And then I picked this up. I think this is going to be, I'll give it away now. This is going to be one of the prizes for our fantasy football league. And this is, I was actually hoping to take my issue, the copy that I have of this, down to Pittsburgh Comic Con and have signed by Mr. Ron Friends, but I wasn't able to. So this is NFL Super Pro number 1. If you ever seen the videos from Bill's Books and More out here on YouTube, they promote the hell out of this book. It seems like everyone they get a copy, they sell it, and they get another one. They get a copy, they sell it. So when I went down there last summer, I had all the guys sign the other issue I have, which I was going to have Ron Friend sign. But so yeah, this is going to be definitely a prize for fantasy football. And then, as like I said, I didn't have my list, but this is one I know I did not have. And I believe there are some others that were there that I didn't have. But this is issue number 168. I can't remember. It's the first appearance of something. In my mind, his mind just drew a blank. But 168 was Captain America. And then there were 8. I needed 9. I got 1 more. 8 more issues. So yeah, 8 more issues of Captain America that I need. Because I know there was more. There's a couple more issues I had there, and I currently have a on mycomicshop.com. I have an order waiting in my cart with I think 4 more issues of Captain America. I just gotta push the button. I think there's a show, another comic and toy show, the 26th in Buffalo. So I may hit that first. I got a little bit of extra money. I sold my pool stick to a buddy of mine for $50. I haven't shot pool in a year, so I said, what the hell. That's how I was going to take that money and go to the show in Buffalo. My wife was giving me $50 for my birthday, $50 for the stick, I had $100. But obviously that didn't go through. So I said I want to just a quick apologize to Fool Killer and King Joe and Wine and Art, and all the guys from Still Football season from last year that I haven't got packages to. So I'm working on those. Those of you who are friends with me on Facebook kind of know that my father did pass away the following Monday. Everyone's seen him. So yeah, so things have been a little rough this week. So I hate to bring it down at the end of the video, but yeah, that's no excuse. I need to get that stuff out though. I'm gonna try to work on it this week. So, and then we'll go from there. So 23 minutes, long enough. Made y'all depressed, but it's all good now. Back to work tomorrow. But yeah, so that's all. Hopefully, I'll be back on my regular schedule as far as getting my books a week. I mean, I haven't picked up books in over a month or more. So hopefully we'll get back on find out to track and back get my books together normally. So that's all for now. And the next video will probably be a fantasy football update video, which I got last week and this week. This week I'm sucking, so that's all. See you next one. Thanks. Bye.